Today on Fox 40 News at 11, we wrap up our week devoted to Dad as we look ahead to Father's Day this Sunday. Being a parent, of course, is not easy, but there is help out there outside of your family if you need it. The 100 Dads Club is a fatherhood support group in Sacramento that encourages dads through a Facebook page and brings them together at marches, Kings games, and other community events. Members want to strengthen one another in their roles in the family and provide a safe space for men to discuss concerns about their health, parenting, and solidifying their financial futures. Here to share more about the 100 Dads Clubs, we have Klein Moore, who is one of the participants in that club. Klein?
And, you know, obviously, I came into this organization through the Center for Fathers and Family and the good work that Terry Moore does. And it's a crucial institution in our community because we know, you know, dads need the support. You know, there's no good roadmap for fatherhood until you're in it and doing it. And so working together with the support services and the classes and all of the, you got to see some of the fun things we do to have stress relief and really come together and support one another, a sense of community and camaraderie for good dads in the community. So it's vital.
So Terry Moore, that you mentioned, the director of the Center for Fathers and Families, has described you as the group's most active member. High praise. Why has that been? How long have you been in? And what is this community of men giving to you?
Well, I'll tell you, obviously, you know, everyone needs a little bit of help sometime, and we all define our own level of involvement. I've just found a lot of support because honestly, the system, especially if you're in a custody battle or the courts, can be unfair. It can be backlogged and overbooked. And honestly, it is somewhat biased against dads. And so obviously, we've seen what can happen when an unstable father who doesn't have support in that tragedy that happened back in February came out and, you know, murdered his kids and the chaperone. Well, this kind of program is exactly what we need in the community to keep things from happening. It's that serious that we need to be behind the folks that are, because trying to be a good dad, you know, it's challenging, but it seems a lot of times that the system, especially once you're in the court system, is against you. And, you know, obviously, I've been through that. I'm got a case in Butte County, and I do not recommend anyone be in Butte County because, again, they have situations where you know, your rights can be violated. And if you're not connected with a support group that tells you or teaches you how to advocate for yourself and how to stick in there and persevere in a positive way, then, you know, bad things can happen.
We know that the folks there in the court system in Butte County are trying to follow state law. We know there are a lot of emotions that are bound up with a proceeding like custody or divorce. We've talked to lawyers this week in our Devoted to Dad segment about the different options that dads do have to stick up for themselves and their rights. Tell me about your kids and maybe what's been the most surprising thing or challenging thing that you've encountered while being the dad.
Well, truth be told, I have beautiful children. I have a couple in college and then a couple school age, 8 and 5. And the challenging thing has been when, you know, the system does support moms that can make false allegations. They can put the father through a lot of hoops, and if the very same things, I had to get a DVRO, a restraining order against the mom at one time. The judge, because it's a woman, didn't want to grant a permanent, just did a temporary, extended a temporary. But if I had done the same things she had done, I would have lost my kids immediately, probably been in jail. So what we're saying, there still is some bias in the system. And yes, the courts do have a lot of latitude, and we need to work in the best interest of the children. So it's been the biggest challenge, getting courts not to automatically, every time I talk to a court official, they're like, well, there's a DVRO in the case, there's a restraining order. When's the last time you hit her? I'm like, wait, I got the restraining order against her, not against me. Like, but the bias there is assuming that dads, and I do know that often they're the perpetrators, but not in every case. And so we have to realize that we have to look at each case uniquely. And so my challenges have just been with the court system. My kids are persevering, But it's been tough. And without the support from Fathers and Family and the 100 Dads group, I tell you what, I would not be in the positive headspace that I am now. And I do see light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, we're so glad that you are in the positive headspace and that there are 100 dads out there that are getting together and doing lots of things and learning how to better parent and negotiate all the things that come along with having little people of all ages. We want to say an early happy Father's Day to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.